So today I'm going to be doing my 2014 in review. I got inspired to do this by Mr. Alfie Days. He does this, he's been doing it actually for a while, where he does his year in review and he just goes over some of the highlights of the year. I'm going to be doing mine a little bit differently, but I was inspired by him to do this. So I'm excited. I'm basically just going back and looking at all of the things that happened throughout the year. So let's get started. I started off my year the right way by heading up to Dallas and going to see the Red Wings play the Stars. It was a great game. They won 5-1, and also I got to see the most amazing Tatar breakaway goal ever, and I will never forget that. It was insane. It was the best. Look at all of the Wings fans.
It's not our fault.
Now, unfortunately, I don't have a video for every month. There's actually only 2 months missing, so it's not too bad. And also, some of the months have a lot of things, so it kind of makes up for that. But in March, the Griffins came into town, which is always exciting. I always love going to see the Griffins, of course, and I got to go see them play the Rampage here in San Antonio. So that was a good time. What a show off. April, of course, was the Mission's home opener, which you just gotta go to, especially because they were the champions at the time, so they had like the banner raising and all that stuff. Well, banner raising, because you know it's an open field where the banner doesn't raise anywhere, but you get the point. It was a good time, and I loved watching that, so that was exciting. In May brought on more Griffins, which is never a bad thing because the Griffins could be here every single month and I would love it. But the Griffins were in the playoffs in May and they just happened to play the Stars. The Stars were really good that year because they did go on to win the Calder Cup, which means the Griffins didn't win any of the games that I went to. But despite that, I still had a really good time. I ended up going to 3 games because that's how many games they played in Cedar Park. And I had a great time. It's usually really bums me out to go to games when they like don't win, then you go home and you're all sad and stuff like that. But I still had a really good time, and I got to hang out with Rose there, and it was a good time despite the outcome. So, but I think I might get stuff thrown at me for this.
Yeah, you might.
Oh well.
It's okay. You got a towel. You can wipe it off.
I just take it and I'm like, no harm. It's 3-1. In June, I went up to Houston, and Rose and I went to Warped Tour, which, hello, Warped Tour. We made it! We're in Warped Tour early because of this, because we brought cans to Warped Tour, because we're awesome. But so did 5 million other people. That's okay. Yeah, let's cut them in line. Basically. Here we go, we're gonna look for the inflatable now. I finally got to meet Charles Trippy, which was very exciting. We basically walked around Warped Tour the entire time looking for him until we found him and got to meet him. And then I also got to see Travis again, which is always a good time because it's Travis, you know, we go way back.
I cheated, I saw that one. That is awesome.
I got that for you.
Well, thank you.
Hi! Oh my god, how are you? How have you been?
Right, congrats.
Is that the tattoo?
I got it.
Nice. Wait, didn't you have that before?
Along with being in Houston for Warped Tour, I also went up to Cedar Park for the Calder Cup Rally. I know you're probably thinking, why would you go to the Calder Cup Rally if the Griffins didn't win it? Well, because it's close, and it's an exciting thing, and it's something that you probably don't get to experience very often in your life. So I went to the Calder Cup Rally with my dad, and it was the Stars Calder Cup Rally. But it was still a good time, and there was not many people there, which made me a little bit sad that not that many people were there supporting the Stars. But I guess it made it more intimate for us. I don't know. It was a good time, and I was like right there by the stage because, like I said, there wasn't very many people. A lot of exciting things happened in June because along with all of those things, I also got to go to my first Major League Baseball game. I went back up to Houston to see the Tigers play the Astros, and that was a really good time because, like I said, my first Major League Baseball game, they won. I went to 2 games, they won 1 and they lost 1. So it wasn't too bad, and I got to see Justin Verlander pitch and Max Scherzer pitch, so I think that's a win-win for me. Come on,
Yes, come on.
So it's always so awkward turning around the vlog stick, like when I'm holding it. But yeah, I don't know what else to say. Anything, Rose? What should we tell them?
Go Tigers.
This is not where we're sitting. That's all. Not only did I get to see 2 baseball games, Rose and I saw what we call the best fireworks show ever. Hands down, best fireworks show ever. Just gonna leave it there. Check it out. July basically turned into my summer month. It's just when I seem to do the most summery things. Carrie and I went to Splashtown with her new GoPro, so that was really exciting because, you know, she just bought it like 2 days before that. We were like, let's go to Splashtown, so we did. I took myself to the zoo. Yes, I went to the zoo all by myself, and I had a wonderful time. Now was one of those times I'm glad that you guys can't smell what I smell. Okay guys, I'm gonna send you into the trees. also went to the lake a couple of times, once with my mom, once with Carrie, and that was a really good time despite the fact that the lake ate my goggles.
Give me that one. Y'all need this one? Here you go. No, I found back up there. I gotta go back up there.
Hey, y'all grab it too. Figure them out.
And of course, you can't have summer fun without having a couple of Missions baseball games. So, of course, I went out to the Missions, and it was hot, and it was a great time. I also played around with some ants because I don't know, why not, you know? There was tons of them and it was, I'm weird and stuff like that, so I don't know what to tell you.
To provide a military discount to all active, retired, and dependent military personnel. Show your military ID at the box office, receive $1 off any ticket at the Wolf this season.
Now, on to August, which is my birthday month. August was packed full of a lot of things, a lot of different random things. I experienced one of the most interesting Missions games that I've ever been to. About 3 innings in, it just started pouring rain, just pouring rain, like the craziest storm ever. So of course we all had to go undercover for that and wait for it to stop raining cats and dogs. Might as well have been raining cats and dogs. Not only did it rain like crazy, but once it finally kind of stopped, the players decided that they wanted to make the biggest slip and slide that I've ever seen, and it was the most entertaining thing ever. I wasn't even mad anymore that we got to see like 2 innings of baseball and had to leave. It was just so entertaining. And then my camera decided that it wanted to be a butt and deleted this clip. So here I am redoing it, even though I'm totally changed and not wearing the same thing as what I was in the video. But after that crazy rainstorm, we went to the next game like the next day to finish the game, and it was really, really weird because there was about 50 people there and it was awkwardly quiet. This is the least amount of people I've ever seen here. And I feel like if I talk too loudly, everyone will hear me. Look.
Next up for the Travelers, second baseman Alex Yarbrough.
Maybe 100.
There's like 100 people here, and it's deadly quiet. It's really awkward. So at the end of August, towards the end of August, Rose came up for my birthday, which was always, a good time. We just did a lot of random things. We went to the zoo, we went to a Missions game, and had a good time, basically. So I love hanging out with her, so it was nice that she got to come up here for my birthday. Oh, flipping over. Oh, this is cute. I like it. That's really weird because I made you something really similar.
Really?
It just doesn't involve pictures.
Ah! We are hilarious.
To the kiss thing.
2, 1.
I saved you guys.
2, 1.
Oh my god. Okay, you guys like literally fell down and I caught you somehow. Looks like velvet. You just keep on the lookout. I'll sneak over there and pet him.
Start to the day, we will crawl on this at about 76 this afternoon.
We're going to go for a walk across sky for live on senior where there are several major assets.
We had complications to try to get into the
Rob looks sad by himself.
The Missions have teamed up with Bahama Bucks this season to keep you cool and refreshed all summer long.
I basically went to like 5 billion Missions games in August, so I'm sorry if it's a lot of baseball, but it just happened. I went to like probably six Missions games within the span of 2 weeks, because I know I definitely went to like 3 in a row around my birthday. But I went to that, you know, why not? I just did. Don't judge me.
Your birthday, you're the ballpark of the Missions. You can be hanging along your friends, combination group sales, 675-7275. That's 675.
And to top August off, right around my birthday, I finally caught a Missions baseball shirt. They do, you know, like the t-shirt cannon or whatever, during one of the inning breaks, and I never was able to catch one, and I finally caught one. Though it did come along with the price, because after I caught it, a man came up to me and told me that I pushed a kid to get the shirt. And I was like, I definitely did not push a little kid to get this shirt, but that's cool, thanks, dude. So, yeah, that's interesting.
It was successful.
Yay!
She got a t-shirt during t-shirt time.
You ready for the big reveal?
Let's reveal this t-shirt on camera.
I'm sure it's huge, but
It doesn't look that huge.
in September, well, first I went to Six Flags with my mom and my brother, which was a good time because I hadn't been to Six Flags in forever. Another interesting thing that I did in September was I did a photo shoot. Yes, an actual photo shoot with a photographer and a makeup artist and a hairstylist and all that fancy stuff. My tattoo artist had called me and she was doing a calendar of people that got all their tattoos done there, and she wanted me to be in it, so I was in it. Okay, so I look back at that video and it's totally dark. Not really dark, but as far as like, oh, look at my makeup, look at how I look different. You can't really tell. So I just wanted to do a quick, this is what I look like video. And then about a few days later, Rose came back into town and we celebrated her birthday, basically. Her birthday is not long after mine, so we did that. We went to Six Flags and just had some random fun for her birthday. Sing it, Rose.
I can't stop laughing.
This is literally how I rode this ride because it started pouring rain and I didn't want to get wet. Like, look at Rose. Like, you can tell more in her because she's wearing gray, but it, like, my butt is so wet right now because when we went up the hill, it just was like pouring off the ride. I probably look so stupid right now. Along with Rose being in town for her birthday, I got her a tattoo. We actually got matching tattoos and it was her first tattoo, so that was really exciting and fun, and I love it.
No, that wasn't bad at all.
254-1171. That's 800-254-1171.
And last but definitely not least, in September, I finally got to see One Direction. That is right, I got to see One Direction. November, there wasn't a whole lot going on. So basically, I just went to a couple of Rampage games, and that's just about the highlights of November. So I'm sorry for that, but I did that. I went to a couple of Rampage games. It was fun.
Oh, that doesn't count. Hey, you've got somebody behind you.
Time of the penalty, 13:54 of the second period. San Antonio Zanin, 2 minutes slashing at 13:50.
One of the Rampage games that I went to, the second game that I went to that month, was the teddy bear toss, which is the reason why I went. I really, really wanted to experience the teddy bear toss, and I'm glad that I did because it was a really fun time. Like, I've never actually cheered when the Rampage scored, but I totally did when they scored their first goal and everybody was able to throw their teddy bears onto the ice because it was that exciting. Unfortunately, the Rampage ended up losing that game, which is kind of sad for them because they were doing amazing the entire game, and then they lost in overtime to the Barons. The only thing that would have made it better was if Travis would have scored the overtime goal, but he didn't. And then last, in December, I'm sure this is the most recent month, of course, so I'm sure if you guys watched any of the vlogs, then you've kind of seen what I've been up to anyways. But I went to Oklahoma City with Rose. A very, very long drive of like 8 hours to go to Oklahoma City. We're in Oklahoma. See, look,
It looks like fall.
It feels really nice out here. Of course, we went there for the Griffins game, because why else do I travel besides hockey? We went for the Griffins games. There was 2 of those, so that was a good time. They won one, and they lost one. I mean, obviously, it would have been better had they won both, but they didn't. So, yeah. We're here. I forgot how orange this place is. Even though it's not really orange, it's kind of red. It's like a blood orange.
Yeah.
I went there. Look. Here's the sticks and the bench. That is the Griffins bench. Yes, I promise you. While we were there, since it was around Christmas, they had lots of decorations up and it was really nice downtown. So that was really fun to explore that. We also found some giant balls.
So it's like 3.5 of Julie at least.
How many people? Along with being in Oklahoma City, I got to see Travis, who is my favorite Baron, just for reasons. Don't ask me why, but he's my favorite Baron, so that's always exciting when you go to another place to see the team that they're playing, but there's a player that you like on the other team. Yeah. That is Travis, FYI. And the funny part about going to Oklahoma City, which happened on accident, is that the second game was actually the Barons teddy bear toss, which I had no idea until the first night when they were like, come tomorrow night for the teddy bear toss. And I was just like, really? Watch out! Teddy bear! And really, to top off December, the day before we left, we found out that it was the Barons Winterfest there. So that was really exciting because the players were going out to their little outdoor rink and skating with the kids and just having a good time. So that was fun. We headed over there and watched for a little bit, and I got to meet Travis. So that's always a plus. So that is my 2014 in review. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I enjoyed it, because I really enjoyed going back and looking at some of this stuff, because I honestly forgot some of this stuff happened. Like when I went in January and I was like, what happened in January? I forgot that that Red Wings game was even in January. It's been that long. I mean, it's been a year. It's been a whole entire year since that happened, and I honestly forgot that we even went to that Red Wings game. Like, I knew that we went, but I just forgot that it was still in this year, that it happened in January. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. I would love to do this again next year, and I'll probably keep it in mind this time. That way I can, you know, mentally take videos throughout the months and maybe actually have a video for every year. But if you did enjoy this, please give it a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel. I post videos all the time. I'm trying to keep to a video every Sunday, but I'm not really sure how well that's gonna go, to be honest. Some weeks I don't have a lot going on, and I don't want to just record like stupid stuff. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys next year.